What's up guys, Hoodlum 2002 here with another Diecast review video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Alex Bowman's neon light scheme from the 2021 Ally 400 that was ran at Nashville. So before we get into the car, I'm going to take a look at the box real quick. So you just have your standard normal Elite box. At the front of the box here you got RCCA Elite standard finish. They made a total of 231 of these. Got the back of the box right here, again, normal. Got 2021 RCCA Elite. Got the top of the box right here. And the bottom of the box just has your normal copyright and such. This, of course, does come with a certificate of authenticity for the Elites. You get this with all of your Elite diecast, nothing on the back. So, here is the car itself. Like I said earlier, Alex Bowman ran this car in the Ally 400 at Nashville last year. What they did for this scheme last year was they let Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr. both design a scheme, and then I think led it up to a fan vote for the scheme, which scheme would run. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of people already knew whenever you throw Dale Jr.'s hat in a vote with the fans, Dale Jr. is going to win automatically. But I will say this scheme actually really does look good. Like, I love the purple, the sky blue, and the pink. I really like it. I can't really recall what Gordon's looked like. I think it was like more. It didn't. I don't think it had like this light pink or this sky blue. I might have had the sky blue, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know it was more of like what it almost looked like the same colors that were on the primary Ally car for 2021, just a different design, but again I can't really remember. But I really do like this scheme. There's a couple details on this scheme that aren't on the diecast, but were on, at least I believe, are actually on the actual race ran car, but again I'm not 100% sure. Or at least on like the diecast renders of the car, you can find them, and I'll point out what those are. I think there's only one that I know of, but there's a couple more that I don't really remember, but we'll get to that in a second. So on the hood, you have the normal Ally logo with the echo effect that they always do. On the front, you've got Chevy ZL1. You got Hendrick Motorsports with the little commemorative sticker right there, I believe. You got the number 48 right there. You can see the Sunoco sticker right there. And then going down the side again, pointing out the Sunoco sticker. You got the Goodyear logo right there. NASCAR race car, NASCAR Cup Series. You've got the wins record right there, 269. Hendrick Motorsports, I believe, now is the team now with the most wins. In the quarter panel right here, you have Do It Right Ally. You got Microsoft and HendrickCars.com. Got the American ethanol ring right there on the fuel cell. You got a Valvoline logo right there, as well as a Better Together logo. You can see the Allies in the Pride colors. On the B post, you got Exalta, Acronis, Freightliner, Mack Tools, Siemens, and Cincinnati. Again, NASCAR race car logo on the A post. They actually changed up Bowman's name on the name rail for this car. Instead of having like the normal Alex Bowman with like the pink and the blue, they actually have his signature along with the Arizona flag, I believe, right there. You've got the two winner stickers from, I believe, was it Richmond and Dover, I believe, were his first two wins. On the back, you have Ally. You got Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. Got the Valvoline logo right there and the 48 right there. On the deck lid, you have Ally. This is number 170. And on the roof, you have Ally Do It Right. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Just gotta get popped open real quick. And try not to drop this thing. So under the hood, you have a little Chevy bow tie. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Roof flaps open, and you can see the two holes right there for the antennas for the Elites. Deck lid also opens. There's your fuel cell. There's the underside of the car if you want to see that. Again, you got the DIN number right there on the bottom as well. So, again, I really like this scheme. And again, whenever you throw Dale Jr.'s hat in the mix for a fan vote, he's automatically going to win. But again, this scheme looks really good. So one of the details that I said I was going to point out. So on the back of the diecast, obviously it's not there. But like behind the Valvoline logo, like peeking out behind the Valvoline logo, would have been the flame decal that they use for Junior Motorsports. I believe if you look at like maybe the render of the car, or at least in the NASCAR game, NASCAR Ignition that they came out with last year, in that game on Bowman's Neon Lights car, if you go to the back of the car, you can actually see that JRM flame logo that I'm talking about behind this Valvoline logo. I believe there was like another one down here by the side skirts somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I think he put it somewhere on the car 3 times. One of them was again behind this Valvoline logo. The other was again on the driver's side of the side skirt. And I'm pretty sure it was on the same spot on the other side of the car. But again, I'm not entirely sure. The only one I 100% know of was the one behind the Valvoline logo. I don't know why those didn't make it onto the official diecast. I don't know if that was like a licensing issue or something. I can't remember if they were actually ran on the actual car. I probably maybe should have looked that up to confirm that, but I know in the NASCAR Ignition game, at least on the Valvoline logo on the rear bumper, you can see that JRM flame decal. But the other two, I have no idea. I've looked on the game for maybe the one by the side skirt, and I can't see it. So the only one I know of that was on the car, at least in the video game, was the one behind the Valvoline logo. But again, I really do like this scheme. Really do like it. It definitely popped on track. Again, with this sky blue, the pink, and the purple. Got the blue number right there on the roof. I really don't know. I'm honestly wondering how this would look. I wonder how this would have looked like with maybe the pink number and the white number. I feel like maybe the white number would have looked a little bit better, but the blue also looks good too. Ally, again, did the same thing this year that they did last year, except this year, instead of doing like Jeff Gordon versus Dale Jr., they just straight up like, alright, Dale Jr. is going to design a car for Bowman again this year. I guess because they knew that if they put him up against Jeff Gordon or someone else, he was automatically going to win. Ally actually on Twitter was posting videos of Junior making the 2022 scheme. Obviously, he had help with, I believe, Ryan Williams, who was the guy who I believe designs the paint schemes for Junior's Xfinity team, Junior Motorsports. And Ryan Williams makes really cool schemes. Like a lot of the schemes I've seen him make for JRM they're really good. So they actually decided to mess with Bowman, and Junior decided to mess with Bowman, and they came out with 4 ugly looking schemes, or 4 like questionable schemes. I will say, one of those questionable schemes I actually liked. It was literally Bowman's 2022 like primary paint scheme, the normal scheme that he'll be running basically the whole season. But instead of the 48, it was the 88 and the same font and everything that Junior ran. It was literally the same paint scheme, just instead of the 48, it was the 88. And I really like that. Like, I now want to get like a custom die cast of that just because. But then if I do that, I feel like I'd have to get a custom of the 21 with the 88, but who knows. But the scheme for this year's Ally 400, I do like it. I don't know if it beats this one. I feel like it might, but again, I'm not 100% sure. One thing I noticed actually on the 2022 car that I really liked was like down here at the bottom of the hood, they actually have like the top of like a guitar like printed in like in between the stripes on the hood, which I think is a really cool touch. Yeah, I really do like this paint scheme. And I feel like this whole running a different paint scheme for the Ally 400, I feel like that's going to be a thing for maybe a while. I don't know if they're going to have Dale Jr. designing them every year. I hope they do, honestly, because it's nice to see, you know, Dale Jr. designing a paint scheme for the driver that I root for right now. I want to win too, obviously, in a paint scheme that Dale Jr. helped design. That'd be awesome. Another thing I would like is, you know, maybe we could get, I don't know, a dual signature car with Bowman's autograph on the front windshield and Dale Jr.'s on the rear. That's something I would like as well. That's something I would spend my money on. I would like, if they actually did it, I would straight up buy Alex Bowman Dale Jr. dual signed diecast. Or heck, maybe for like a Bowman 88 car, I would do a Bowman and Jr. dual signed. But for maybe a Bowman 48 car, I'd maybe do a Bowman Jimmy Johnson dual. Or hey, if Dale Jr. helped design the paint scheme, why not Bowman, Johnson, and freaking Jr.? I'd go for that. Probably be expensive, but I would freaking do it. Yeah, this scheme, again, really love it. Hopefully we win with this year's paint scheme. I mean, there's a lot of times, you know, a decent amount of drivers have won a race that have with their sponsor that have sponsored the race and the car that they drove. Like, I think 2 years in a row, I think Logano won the Pennzoil sponsored Vegas race, running a special Pennzoil sponsored paint scheme. I believe in 2018, Ross Chastain won, I believe it was like the fall Xfinity race at Vegas that was sponsored by DC Solar, and Chastain was sponsored by DC Solar. Of course, that was before they got busted by the FBI, but it still counts. It was still like the same sponsored win, so we need to get that with Bowman, obviously running Ally. He needs to win the Ally 400. It'd be like Hooters maybe sponsoring a race and Elliott running a Hooters car and winning. Or Napa or whatever. Heck, I think even when Charlotte was still called Lowe's Motor Speedway and Johnson was sponsored by Lowe's. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Now that I have a table, this is actually my table. The table I was using in the other videos wasn't mine, and that's kind of why I hadn't been really doing a whole lot of videos, was because I wanted to get me a table for my room. So now that I have that, I can do a whole lot more videos now. And again, to reiterate, a lot of the diecast are just going to be Junior, Bowman, and actually now Barry. But again, I try to get some different diecast. I believe I should be getting Allmendinger's Indy Road Course win soon. If I get that before the Indy Road Course race, I'll review that the week of that race. Again, I've also got Larson's Checkers or Records Darlington car pre-ordered. But as anyways, that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of Alex Bowman's 2021 Neon Lights Nashville diecast. Hope you guys enjoy the Xfinity race that comes on in a couple hours, and I hope you guys also enjoy the Cup race tomorrow. And I hope you all have a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.